yo, Wavy, where you at, nigga? Yes, sir.
Sanmarina Kaya, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Olwethu Unfiltered, and welcome to my house. To all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning back in. And if you are joining us here for the very first time, welcome. Please do make sure that you click the subscribe button down below so that you can officially be a part of our fam.
Yeah, no. So I've decided that I hate the way that mic sounds. It's so grainy and I don't know why. I was trying to negate the background noise because there's gardening going on outside. Imoto ziyadlula, isiphithiphithi mabelan salilan. But gay, I'm just gonna try to project my voice. And if there's anything that you can't hear, watch it again, then you'll hear it. Okay, thank you. Welcome back to another video with me, your fave. On the decks for today, we have the 2025 Olwethu Unfiltered Q&A. As always, I put up the question sticker on my Instagram story and then you guys let it rip for real. There were so many questions. So I narrowed down the questions to 50. A lot of the questions were sort of repetitive, sort of asking the same thing. So I just, combined them together. Yeah, I'm also trying not to answer questions that I've answered before. If that happens to be one of your questions, please go back and watch my other Q&As, the Get Ready With Me and Yap. Like, the answer to your question is there, I promise. Okay, so yeah, without any further ado, grab a drink, bestie. You know how this goes. And if you're new here, focus. This is how it goes. Grab a drink, get comfortable, okay, and let's get into it. So allemaal, die eerste vraag is, how's life after graduating? What are your plans? Do you want to work in corporates or be a full-time content creator? This was definitely the most asked question. And yeah, hey. So for me, life after graduating has been very overwhelming, overwhelming, frustrating, and just, I think, not what I thought it would be exactly. For the past however many years I've been in school, years of my life, I've always gone into a new year knowing exactly what I'm doing, okay? I'm going to school. There were certain things that were uncertain, that were unclear, am I going to get res? Is NSFAS going to fund me? Whatever. But going into this year, like, not knowing, just being thrown completely into the deep end of, like, job hunting and, getting rejections from those applications. And not only that, but really now, because I'm sitting here with myself deciding, okay, is God trying to redirect me perhaps from this thing that I keep trying to apply to, redirect me to focus on perhaps my content creation? So it's been a lot. It's been a lot of, like, finding myself, bringing myself towards myself, and just trying to not fall into a pit of depression. It's hard not to look at the people around you and feel like you're getting left behind, feel like maybe you should be doing something else. So yeah, it's been a lot, and every day I'm just doing my best. I can't answer the other half of these questions because, to be quite frank, I don't think I know yet. I'm figuring it out. Once I know, I will let you know. Okay. Yeah. Next question. Are you excited for grad? Yo, Are you excited for grad? When is it? And will we get a graduation vlog? I am excited for grad. It's a very big accomplishment. It's a very big achievement. UK then almost killed me, okay? So I'm very happy to be done with them, for now anyway. Yeah, I'm excited. You will be getting a grad vlog. I'm not going to tell you where my grad is because I want it to be a surprise. When I just post, next question. What age is appropriate for leaving content creation? I don't think it's an age thing. I think you can leave content creation when you're ready, when it no longer serves a purpose for you, when it's no longer fulfilling for you. If the company you work at doesn't want you to be online like that. But I don't think it's an age thing. There's a lot of, older content creators, mommy influencers, things like that. So I don't think it has to do with age. Next question. Who is your celebrity crush, a man or a woman? I don't really have celebrity crushes because I work as a celebrity in South Africa, so it's not something that I think about. Yeah. Next question. If you are given an unlimited budget to spend, what are you buying? I would buy properties to like flip, you know, flip houses. I used to watch that show a lot, like the Scott Disick one and just the Home Channel. I have a random sidebar interest in architecture and like interior design, so I would really like to have the funds not only to do it, but I would also want to go to school and like actually learn the principles around it. Yeah, I would buy that, and then I would buy a car, the cars that I want. You know, one for me, one for my dad. You get a dream car, you get a dream car. Everybody gets a dream car. Next question. How much did you spend on your birthday? A fuck ton. Oh my god. Yo, I spent a lot of money. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I can't even tell you the exact amount, but it was a lot. Definitely under 50, over 20. Yeah, in between there, that's probably how much I spent. But it was worth it. I would do it again 100%. Next question. Are you dating anybody at the moment? No, I am not, and I'm okay with it. Hey, yeah, I have a lot of healing to do and to really figure out what do I actually want from Nyumudu. And also I just feel like we're in Bilo right now, so I really don't have the mental capacity to build or get to know anybody else. Like I'm good, please leave me alone. Next question. Pros and cons of being an influencer. I would say like the pros, it's obviously, you know, money, and just like getting to do a lot of cool shit. Those influencer retreats, events, I can't wait until I'm part of something like that. Cotton On is eating with those. The PR packages, the events, the getting to meet people, the getting to make a living off of, you know, doing something that you love, which is content creation. That is very, very, very cool. The cons, I would say, is like it's over familiarity, and it's something that comes with the job and with the space. I am obviously letting you into my life, and sharing certain things about myself with you, but then sometimes when I want to like go too far and like back and they just do too much. Like it's a lot. Like you're in my business and you're tracking and you're looking for my personal life, and you're looking for things outside of what I've shared with you and do your pap. And then that becomes too much and it feels like people are invading your space, but it is like you let them into your space. So it's a very delicate balance of trying to be open and vulnerable, but also having something that you keep to yourself and something that is still yours and that's private. So yeah. Next question. How many tattoos do you have? What do they mean? I have five tattoos. The ones on my wrist are just cute. Okay, I just like them, you know. It makes a great mirror selfie when you can see the hearts. T. The one on my rib cage is a Bible verse. It's my favorite Bible verse. Last year was also a difficult year for me, and this verse really got me through, like really consistently believing that everything is happening for my greater good, whether it's good or bad, but everything is for the greater picture, and not just a greater picture, but a good picture, because that's what God wants for me. So go through the motions and you'll be fine. Then the one, my tramp stamp, that one is actually my favorite because I just think it's so, you know, it's so cute. It says made in heaven. I am made in heaven, quite literally. It's not necessarily supposed to be like a dirty thing or like but it's just cute. Then the one on my thigh says Divine Feminine, an album by Mac Miller. That's my favorite Mac Miller album. And also it's just like, you know, I'm a woman in her divinity. I am divine feminine. So yeah, nothing too hectically deep, but most of them are just cute. I like itty bitty fine line tattoos, you know, pretty J, picture book, scrapbook type vibe. So yeah. Next question. How do you navigate your 20s and balance everything? Love life, spiritual life, friends, work, etc. I don't have a good answer for this because I honestly, and I've said this before, there is no balance, guys. It's just vibes, okay? Everyone is doing the best that they can, and I'm everyone, okay? I just take each day as it comes, and yeah, That's all I can say. Next question. Why don't you do story times anymore? I don't do story times anymore because this is my boundary. This is my boundary. This is my over familiarity line. When we cross here, so that's how I am protecting my peace. There's nothing that I can tell you or share with you guys that isn't actively traumatizing me right now, that I'm not actively working through. I think once I get to a point where I don't care about these things, then maybe I'll be able to share them. But it's like I'm just not in a space where I can share things for other people's entertainment, for them to comment and digita, whereas there are real life things that have happened to me and they actually hurt my feelings. It's entertaining, yes, but they happen to me and they're for real. The Adam thing I was able to share with you guys because like I'm cool, I'm in a good space via that. I don't care anymore, me and him are cool, Jay. But if this was a couple years ago, if I shared that like in 2019, because I was listening it. So I feel like that's how I feel with everything that's worthy of a story time. And that's why I just don't do them anymore. Yeah. Next question. Working with brands 101. Give us the tea. I don't know what the landscape is like via approaching brands anymore. I feel like when I started out back in 2020, more people were approaching brands. Like I was literally DMing them and saying, I would love to work with you. What's the vibe around that? Who do I DM? Who do I speak to? And I knew nothing besides the fact that it was possible to work with them. In fact, all I wanted was clothes, dog. Like it wasn't even serious. I just wanted to get Imbasha for free. Like that was mind blowing to me. I didn't realize that you could get paid for it and yeah. So I don't know what the landscape of it is like right now. For me, as I've grown in my career, I now have a manager who handles all these things. He has the conversations with the brands for me, and I just do my thing. I don't think I'm the best person to ask this question. Maybe if you're to ask somebody in management or somebody who handles brand conversations themselves. For the most part though, for what I am aware of, brands approach you. So you just have to always stay marketable, do your thing, make your Instagram your online CV. If you're into skincare, make sure that if we go on your Instagram page, we can see that you're a skincare babe. You need to be known for what you say you're about so that the brands can find you. They are looking. There are people employed to stay online, to be chronically online and find new and upcoming talents. So I just feel like if you carry on doing your thing, they will find you. But also try DMing them. Like I don't know if that's a thing anymore. Most of these brands have like automated messages now in their DMs, so I don't know if it would actually go through. But like try DMing them and asking for their PR email, pitch what you would like to do with them. You never know. Next question. What would you tell 16-year-old you? And is there anything that you would change from your teen years? 16-year-old me, I was in grade 11. Ooh, sana. Ha 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 ha. Grade 11, kick my ass. Grade 11, matric. Oh my goodness. About this thing, also, these are the marks that you apply with. Everything. So I think I would tell her, like, one, cut your mom some slack, I think I was also very angry at my mom, like, those years. Like, she kind of switched up on me in her parenting style, and I felt like she was just being overly, unnecessarily strict, So, and that happened for a while, like, well into maybe my second year, where she kind of started easing up. So I would tell her, my 16-year-old self, to give my mom some slack, relax, it'll get better. This little not eye to eye thing that you guys are having, it's temporary. In the end, I would also tell her to start building her relationship with God now, like taking it more seriously. I feel like when I was younger, I didn't really understand, like my family has always been very godly, very into faith and stuff like that. But I always felt like I was being forced and I wasn't given a chance to find it on my own. But in the same breath, I do understand that if they didn't force me, I would never look in that direction type thing. So yeah, I would tell her to kind of focus on that. my faith has gotten me through some very hard things, like just the innate knowing that everything is going to be fine because God has a greater plan for me has just it's gotten me out of some tough, difficult spots. And I think I could have used that a lot in grade 11 and grade 12 when I was stressed and like literally having panic attacks every other day. Yeah, anything I would change from my teen years? I don't think so. I had a pretty cool couple of teen years. I did everything I needed to do. So I think it was cool. My childhood was fine, you know. I'm not overly traumatized, just small social things. Next question. How long was your longest relationship? Like 9 months. 9 months to a year. There was a 3 months where it was a basically a show. So I'm just gonna say 9 months. Next question. Would you move to the UK for a job? I would move anywhere in the world for a job. Yeah, the UK is a good option. I feel like the culture is very similar to ours. You can assimilate pretty easily. My only beef with the UK is the weather. Oh my goodness, why is it always raining? Okay, I'm a sunny babe. I don't do well with the winter. I'm a summer baby, and that would be my only issue, just adjusting to the constant darkness. But otherwise, like, I would be cool. I'd be fine for sure. Next question. Would you do a long distance relationship? He lives on a different continent, but he visits often. Hey, I don't know about different continents, you know, but like, I've done a long distance relationship before. He lives in a different province. It's not my favorite thing. I would do it. It's not my favorite thing though. I am a very big physical affection person. Like, I want to see my man when I want to see him. Like, if I say I miss you now, I want to be able to access you. Like we said, Duzan, even if you're at work, but in the others after work, land. You understand? So this thing, what I must think, like every time I want to see you, we need to plan it out because you live in a different place. You're an airplane right away. It's a lot, you know. Obviously, a flexibility in people's schedules and money makes it easier. Like if he can come often, if I can go often, it makes it a lot easier to maintain. But it's not my favorite thing. I wouldn't choose it first, but it's doable. You can do anything if you really want to. Next question. What are your body care products and your skincare products? I actually have a full video on my updated skincare and body care routine. It should be up, if not before this video, it'll be up shortly after this video. But just make sure that you check out my YouTube to watch it. It's a nice little in-depth, you know, explanation of everything I use to keep this going on. Okay. Next question. What is your favorite movie or series? Yeah, I don't know. I can never think of these things when you guys ask me. Right now, my favorite series is like, I really like Lincoln Lawyer. I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed The Rookie. I hadn't watched it when it came out initially, so I was like watching everything now. I really liked The Resident, High Potential. What else am I really enjoying? Desperate Housewives. Oh my goodness, you know. If I'm not watching like trashy reality television, then I like Indo, where I have to like solve something or like think, or it's, you know, thriller, high energy vibes. Movies, I don't really watch a lot of movies because I have quite a short attention span. TikTok has ruined me. So in movie like Nyaborega, and I feel like because you only have so much time, it gets to a point where I can figure out what's gonna happen because you have this limited time frame to wrap the story up. So it's like, you know, but still to this day, one of the best movies that I've ever watched, and if you haven't watched it, you need to watch it, otherwise you're uncultured. Get Out. Get Out. Get Out. Like, sensational, amazing from beginning to end. I don't know what's gonna happen, so that's why I really enjoyed it. Next question. Have you ever dated a Nigerian man, and would you if you haven't? I have not. I have nothing against it. Like, monumental. We can live forever. I have nothing against it. It's just, yeah, it hasn't happened to me. If it were to happen, this also. Next question. Would you recommend getting married while still in university? No. Me personally, I wouldn't do it. Before I get married, I would like to have my own things, you know. Like I want to have my own car, my own apartment. I want to experience living alone, kancane. Like even if we were dating during varsity and like siyathandana, asiqhubeke sithandaneke ngize ngithole these things that I want. Nje. I would like to have my own assets, have like a job, and then we can think about marriage and cohabitating and things like that. So yeah, it's a no from me. Next question. Are you a Nicki Minaj fan? If she ain't a Nicki fan, then that bitch deaf dumb. You were my son, you my motherfucking stepson. Yeah, I am. Nicki Minaj, I don't think I necessarily like her as a person. She's done some weird things. But as an artist, sensational. The music, 10 out of 10, chef's kiss. She ate that. Next question. Did you have uni friends while you stayed at res? I did. It wasn't many. It's my fault and it's also COVID's fault because I started varsity during the COVID times when it was online learning. So I kept the friends that I had already. I wasn't meeting any of the new people because we were only communicating online. And in fact, if I didn't have to repeat those modules, I would have finished my whole degree online, you know? So yeah, I only had a year to make friends, and it was just like, it was a lot, it was late. You know, I had friends in class, but did we go out together? No, because also I hated being on campus. I literally ran away. As soon as the class was finished, I was bouncing. I was off. Next question. Does age matter? Do you think a 13-year age gap is bad? I don't think age matters. People have proven to me time and time again that they can do this and bayenza lento. But for me personally, I'm a khetla ngiyawasaba and I'm a khetla ngiyawasaba. Like, I've been scared of 30-year-olds for a long time, and I'm 23 now, and I've always thought that 30 is very old. Angikho sure. 13 years from me right now would be what? 36. Oh my god. Angazi singakhuluma in. I think we'd have to meet under some interesting circumstances. Maybe I would have to get to know you first before I know how old you are. But you can almost always tell how old someone is in the way that they speak and in the way that they carry themselves. The issue for me, especially when I was in university, was that we just live two completely different lives. Like, what are we seeing common ground on? My problems and your problems are not the same. Like, you're telling me about meetings and going to work, and minangilele because yeah, well, I have a test and things to study for. So I'm just not seeing where we'd find a commonality, you know? Maybe now that I'm entering the workforce, I would be able to meet all the people and find a commonality with them. That's why I say I don't think it matters that much. But for me, I'm not sure if I could date umuntu who's that much older than me. You know, my parents are 10 years apart, and here they are. They've made it this far, so Shuti, are you that bad? Next question. What's your take on polygamy? Again, I have no feelings about it because I know nothing about it besides what I've seen on TV. But me personally, I don't think ngingalunga angiziboni ngikusithembu. Yeah, I think it's a lot, hey? It's a lot. I think ithembu are good, or they work well with people who grew up in ithembu because they understand how it works. I mean, I don't understand how it works, and I don't necessarily want to understand, so I'm just happy to be left out of it. Can I have my man get? Thank you. Next question. Where is the sip or spill with NXL that you promised us? Shame, man, I don't have a reason why I haven't done it yet at this point, because like we were together on my birthday. I just forgot. It's something that I forgot about. Thank you for reminding me. We'll work on it. Okay, we'll make a plan. It has to be like a whole content shooting day. Every time I see you, we're out for groove, okay? We're hanging out, we're being friends together, we're being girls together. We're not there to work. So it has to be a whole separate occasion to like film this thing. But okay, we'll figure it out. Okay. Sorry. Next question. Would you go on Big Brother? Hey, that's another thing I don't understand, that I don't watch. Like, I think Big Brother is a cult. There's no way. why are you just watching people like do nothing, you know? How do you even gauge their personalities and like fall in love with them when there's no games? I literally don't get it. I've never watched it either. I've watched like an episode and Msanganish. Oh my god, Msangan. So yeah, I would go on it because the prize money is great, but besides that, I but a shame. Next question: what is your favorite fashion trend of all time? I don't think I have a favorite fashion trend of all time. That's so broad. But like right now, I really love the burgundy thing that we're doing. Burgundy is a great color, okay? Tap into it. I also like the direction that fashion is going in terms of we're kind of going back to like early 2000s, Y2K pop stars. It's so cute, like it's so cunty, it's so tea. Burgundy, leopard prints. Next question. Who would you say is real or fake between Mangi and NXL? They are both, in fact, very fake. Next question. How did you meet NXL and the gang? I actually can't remember. I can't remember where I met them. I think it was through another mutual friend. But like specifically when we started all being friends, I can't put my finger on it, so I'm not gonna lie. Next question. How did you balance going to Johannesburg so often and school? Like I said earlier, most of my degree was done online. So there was that. That made doing whatever else that I wanted to do in the time frame very easy. In that last year where I was physically on campus, I only had 2 modules. Therefore, again, I had a lot of free time. So I could literally be anywhere and just come back for school. And that's exactly what I did. Next question. Do you believe in going back to an ex? Unfortunately, I am the type of person that will give somebody I love chances until I hate them. So that in turn translates into I keep going back because even though until I get to a point where I'm like, no, actually the disrespect is enough and I hate you now, then I let you go. So yeah. Next question. What is your dream car? At the moment, my dream car is a Mercedes-Benz CLE 200. Is that what it's called? I feel like that's not what it's called. I don't even know the names of cars. I just know what they look like. Okay, I'm just a girl. Just a girl. Next question. What is your advice to somebody who is repeating modules? It's not the end of the world. You know, this too shall pass. It is obviously very challenging, especially around grad season when you look at your friends and your classmates and it's like, oh my god, this should be me too. But at the end of the day, you know, you should be proud of yourself for not giving up and, you know, trying again. All you can do is try again until you get it right. And now when you pass those modules, even if it's the second or if it's the third time around, whatever, when you pass them, then you will get your chance to graduate as well. And nobody cares also. I think a lot of like stigma behind repeating modules is like, oh my god, everyone's gonna notice that you're a repeater. Nobody cares, okay? In varsity, everyone has problems, big problems that are bigger than you. You are the only person that is thinking about it. Everyone else is worried about their own things. The lecturer is not gonna come by you and be like, oh my god, you again, you know? So yeah, just buckle down, get it done, and you'll be fine. Next question. What are some achievements that you are proud of? I'm proud of staying alive, okay? I'm proud that I'm still here. I'm proud that I'm graduating, period. Ate that. Yeah, man, I'm just doing my best every single day. I'm doing my best and I'm taking each day as it comes, and I'm proud of that. Next question. What would you change about yourself? I think I don't know what the name of this trait is, but I want to be stricter with my boundaries. And I think I said this in my Get Ready With Me and Yap, but I want to be stricter with my boundaries and not give people who have wronged me so many chances just because Nyabatand. Yes, you must give your friends chances and your loved ones chances, but it gets to a point where it's just it's very blatant. It's very blatant. People are walking all over you, and I feel like that's what happens with me, and I brush it off, and I let it happen because ngiyakuthanda and I'm giving you a chance. Stricter in enforcing them and communicating them as well. I think that's also a flaw that I have of not communicating something that bothers me. I don't even tell people when I need help. Like I'm such a ngizozenzela type person. Most of the time, people don't know that like I'm struggling or like because I'm not one to talk about it. I will tell you, say yazi, in that season of my life, I was actually down horrendous. That's just the type of person I am, which is wrong because I feel like you need to let people help you. You need to let people help you. Yeah, I've lost my track. I'm rambling. I have a bad habit of thinking that my common sense is everyone's common sense. So it's like, I'm gonna assume that you know this is wrong. So once you do it and you keep doing it, 3 strikes you're out, then I cut you off, which is wrong. And like me in a sense, because I'm like ghosting people and not giving them a chance to fix it along the way by telling them when it happened that this was wrong type thing. So yeah, just that balance of boundaries and of communication. Yeah. Next question. Would you consider dating a celebrity and being public about your relationship? Would you ever show your partner on your vlogs? No. No. One, I don't ever want to date a public figure again. I'm good. There's something that Tando said to me that was so profound at the time, and like I was hearing him and it was making sense to me. He said, as a public figure, I don't want to date somebody else who's also in the spotlight. Like if you superstar get, if some superstars are being, yeah, bo. And I think that makes sense. I've seen it works better if there's only one superstar. And Imina often a superstar. So dating a celebrity, like I just want to date a normal person who has no understanding of the industry in any sense. Like I want to be able to teach you something about my life, you know, not that also yazi and you think who clever. And I want a normal person that can teach me something about his corporates or he's in construction, whatever he's doing, but they can teach me something else that has nothing to do with this life. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. That's the direction I'm turning into right now via men. Obviously being in the industry has exposed me to industry men a lot, and as a result that ends up being the only people abakshela and who have access to you, and it just it doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me. Next question. Would you wait and support your man if you got arrested? No. I know that there are some circumstances where you can get arrested for something that you didn't do, like it was genuinely a wrongful arrest, but for the most part it's just you wanting to be a scabenga, and I want nothing to do with it. I'm not a ride or die. I will not wait for you if you get arrested. When you come out, shout outs, congratulations. Wait though, not nam. Next question. Who are your favorite YouTubers? I would say I really like Snake Olwethu. I think she's so clean. Like her vlogs are so crispy. I love the homemaking content. It's the same way that I really like why is her name running away from me? I'm remembering her daughter's name. What's her name? But like the lady that wakes up at 5 a.m. to make her husband's lunch boxes. Her daughter's name was Ompile. I think her name is Offense. I can't remember. I really like her vlogs as well. I love that stay-at-home wife vibe in Young Kaza. Like I like the way they curate the whole thing. Young Kaz. I also really like Snee. Snee is a great vlogger. I like her content. I like Usis Chiu. Loved her podcast. I loved her in the beginning where she was talking about being a chill girl. Like I really resonated and felt her. I've loved her since then. Who else? I also like all my friends who are YouTubers, okay? I love watching like my friends' perspectives of their lives type thing. Like how they see things through their lens. how they see me as well, because sometimes I'm in their vlogs. So I love that whole thing. I love watching vlogs of people that I know. Yeah. Next question. Will there be an Olwethu's table in Johannesburg this year? I definitely do want to do Olwethu's table again. It's just been something that's been put on the back burner because of many different reasons. So yeah, when the time is right, the Lord will make it happen, okay? And you guys will be the first to know. Trust and believe. I hope and I pray that it will be something that happens this year. So yeah, cross your fingers and toes, pray to all your gods. J. Amen. Next question. What's kept you going at your lowest? Not even like to be cheesy, but definitely my faith. Growing my faith and stabilizing my relationship with God has gotten me through a lot of low, sad moments in my life. I've always known who God is, but I don't think my relationship has ever been as strong as it is now. I said this earlier, I have a very like strong, unwavering knowing that everything is going to be fine and it's all going to work out, even though things are upside down, topsy-turvy right now. But you know, I read a quote somewhere that was like, if I can find it, I'll attach it, but something about how this person stopped being a Christian when they realized that good things happen to non-Christians as well. And the person was replying about how being a Christian is not just about getting physical things or like achieving all your goals, but it's also about the peace that you have in God when you have a relationship with God. And that's something that I've gotten now, and I really do believe in that. Things may not always work out the way I had hoped or the way that I had planned, but I just have that peace in knowing that even if it doesn't look my way, God only wants the best for me. So clearly my way wasn't the correct way, and that there's always something better waiting for me at the end of whatever is going on. So yeah. Next question. What is your go-to perfume? At the moment, I really like the Hibiscus Mahajid perfume. It's sensational. There's a reason why it's always sold out. There's a reason, okay? The girlies know what they're talking about. It's really a really nice perfume. The projection is amazing. I also really like the Zara Nude Bouquet perfume. I got it for my birthday and it's also really nice. Zara perfumes have a bad thing of they don't last very long, but this one is pretty good in comparison to the other ones, and it also smells nice and like expensive. So yeah, those are my faves right now. Next question. Are there any content creators that you don't associate with, and why? Yeah, I'm someone who believes in separating the art from the artist. There are people that I don't necessarily like as people, whether it's the way that you move, like things that you've said, you know, like a character flaw, or you've actually like done something personally to me. I may not like you, but that will never negate the fact that your content eats, the fact that you make good music, the fact that you take good pictures, etc, etc. So there are people that I don't like as people, but I mean, shout out, you're doing what you need to do, and I can acknowledge that your content eats. Next question. What is your take on transactional relationships? I think all relationships are transactional to some degree. I'm sure that when you ask this question, you mean it in the sense of like strictly transactional, like it's money in exchange for bums, borderline prostitution relationship. That's a lot, but again, do what you want, you know. Where you want to pop your coochie is none of my business. Yeah, I think all relationships are transactional to some extent. Nobody loves you unconditionally except for God, maybe your parents. And the last question is, what does love mean to you, and how would you know that you found it? This is so serious, oh my God. What does love mean to me? You know, I'm actually not even sure if I've ever been in love. I think there were many times when I thought I was, but I'm not sure if that was real, if it was like a toxic love. What I want from love, and I think how I know I will find it, is I want like a soft landing. This sounds so cliche, but like I want a soft landing. I'm so tired of doing everything myself, you know. I really want a partner who's going to add to my life. I think there are relationships or things that I've entertained where at the end of it I was like, actually, yes, we are stressor, like we are stressor, you are not helping me. And this is not just a financial thing, or yeah, but it's like literally just a supportive partner in everything that I want to do, someone who's going to help me grow as a person, someone who's going to teach me something new. Yeah, that's what I need. And I need to be babied and like really it be in my princess era, like and just be taken care of. Like independent. Hey, I've been holding myself and everyone for a long time, and I just need that soft landing. I think that's how I will know when I feel 100% comfortable and like vulnerable to just and just ease up, and not be so krach about everything. So yeah, not sure how I will know. I'm hoping that it's like I'm just gonna know. It's gonna be like the feeling is gonna be so burning and strong that I'm just gonna know that, you know what, this is it. Like this is right. You have never felt this way before, so surely yonale. Yabo? Yeah, and that is it, ladies and disappointments. Thank you so much to everybody who asked a question. I hope that your questions were answered. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. For now, it's me, your girl, signing out. Until next time, bye fam.